I am here with my dear friend Buzz the Bee from Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. You are going to want to keep a close eye on the weather today, am I right? And let me tell you, it's time now for your local weather report, brought to you by Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Let's buzz on over to the Main Street Media TV Weather Center.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather update.
Good morning to you, and thanks again for stopping by Tennessee Valley Weather. I'm Ben Luna here in the Weather Center with a check on your forecast for today. Now, cloud coverage remains across parts of the area for today, but we're going to be working that out as the day progresses. Our temperature's not half bad either. Close to 70 for many of you, maybe a degree or two on either side of that 70-degree mark for today's average high. But as we look ahead to tomorrow, notice Tuesday starting off nice, and we'll continue with pleasant weather through Tuesday evening, but by Wednesday, things will start to change up. Wednesday morning, we'll see increasing clouds, and that's going to lead into our next weather maker for this week. Showers and thunderstorms will become possible here mainly Wednesday evening, overnight into Thursday morning. Not looking for any severe weather, but we will have a slight cool down on the backside of this system as it pushes out of here by around Thursday. Here's a check on the next 7 days as we head throughout the remainder of this week. Any remaining shower activity east of I-65 for today. We are clearing west to east. 72 for the average regional high. 70 tomorrow. Partly cloudy skies for Tuesday. Here comes that rain chance here for Wednesday into Thursday. A few thunderstorms will be possible, and then cooler as we head toward the weekend. That's a check on your forecast. Make it a great Monday.
Thank you for that update. Tune in each day on Mornings on Main Street for an up-to-date weather report brought to you by Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. All of their contact information is below. Have a great day.
Good morning, Stefanie.
Good morning.
Hi, kids. Hot tea. Hope you guys had a nice weekend and ready to rock and roll this week. Coming up on our show today, our first segment is introducing you to Team Red, White, and Blue. Team RWB has a mission of enriching veterans' lives. We'll learn more about that mission, how they're serving veterans, and more coming up in a few minutes.
So Busy Bee is a very close-knit family. We fight just like every family does. We have arguments, but we always come out with a solution to the problems. We don't just fight about what we want, we fight about what customers need. We want to make sure that every customer we go to is more than satisfied. And that doesn't just start whenever we show up at their door, that starts when we show up every day at work. We want to make sure that we are serving our customers to the best of our ability.
Being a part of a cooperative is being a part of something bigger. Farm Credit Mid-America is a customer-owned lender that specializes in agricultural financing for farm real estate, operating, and farm equipment. A unique benefit of being a part of the Farm Credit Mid-America Cooperative is our patronage program, which has put over $1 billion back in our customers' hands over the last 7 years. That's the power of a cooperative. Visit us at fcma.com to learn more.
I own the land.
I farm the land. Together we're farmers. This is our cooperative.
Step into the Lionel retail store at Opry Mills, Nashville, and you'll be captivated by all the magic of the 123-year history of Lionel trains. Whether you're already a train enthusiast or just getting started, Lionel will energize your love for trains. NASCAR fan? Come check out your local Lionel station to learn all there is to know about model trains and die-cast NASCAR collectibles. Visit nashville.lionel.com or call 615-455-9399.
He shoots, and he scores!
Enriching the lives of veterans. That is the work being done by the Montgomery County Veterans Coalition advocates. I'm talking Team Red, White, and Blue to tell us more about this service that they're offering, all the services. We have Jimmy Wiesner with us. He is the Tennessee State Coordinator and Chapter Captain at Team RWB. Again, Red, White, and Blue, Clarksville, Fort Campbell. First off, Jimmy, thank you so much for your time. What is Team Red, White, and Blue all about?
Okay, so we are a nonprofit organization that was created back in 2010. He and Clarksville came in 2013. So we are, our mission is to enrich the life of American veterans, but it's also open for everybody. So civilians, community. So the way that I say it is connect veterans to community and community to veterans. And the way that we do that is to physical activities, community service, volunteering, anything that we can get involved and give back to the veterans, and same thing that they know that they can give back still after their service, they know they can still become valuable to the community.
How do you get this information out? How can they connect with you? Because we have veterans, again, the largest number of veterans here in the Montgomery County area, but of course you have others throughout Middle Tennessee, the Tennessee area and beyond. How can you get the information out that you're here to serve and to help them?
Okay, so definitely here in Clarksville, Fort Campbell, when I got out, I got to learn about Team RWB. Clarksville, Fort Campbell is one of the biggest. Of course, we got Fort Campbell right outside the gates. So if you reach to teamrwb.org, that will be the website that you can sign in, which is right behind here. You can see it. If you see it to the right where it says log in and signed up, you go there. And the beauty that's been for a couple of years, now we have an app, which, the whole technology and everything. So all the soldiers and everybody that have basically a smartphone will be able to create an app, and the app is being developed every single month. So now you can put in your address, you can see the chapter that's going to be around because of your zip code, and then you can see all the different events that chapter does. So for example, right here in Clarksville, Fort Campbell, like tonight we have a yoga. There's Downtown Commons, they have a yoga. So that right there will tell you the time, who is the leader, the address, and you can actually see who's coming, who's interested, and you can put in there, and you got all the information to your fingertips to be able to create. And the beauty is, as you travel, you'll be able to send things, search anything in the area that you are there. So
that is wonderful. And I'm also curious to how your group, Team RWB, advocates for veterans.
So we are part of many other organizations as well. One of the big ones that I like to always mention is the Montgomery County Veterans Coalition. Yes. So if you haven't heard of it, definitely something that you need to look up. We are part of it. So it is all the 400 organizations that's part of that. We do a monthly meeting. And then right now it is the executive director is Cece Wheeler, and she connects all these organizations to see what are the veterans' needs. So in the aspect for what organization does, to physical, mental, and anything in between that we can do that. We can also partner with other organizations to what they do with education, housing, or anything in the aspect. So helping leaders to be able to help better our members. So
that is wonderful. And this isn't one of those things where you go in for a few months and then you get out. This is something that you can be a part of for a lifetime.
That's correct. That's correct. Like many other organizations. And for us, Team RWB, it is free. It is free. It doesn't cost anything to be part of the member. We one of the organizations that we like to give back to the service member, to the families, to the civilians who want to be part, to a community that really wants to care about what we do in this town. They're so veteran friendly. So definitely with so many other organizations that we can work along.
The work that you do, you can't do it alone. Jimmy, you're just one person. What sort of team do you have built to help veterans?
So we have a whole volunteer force. So right now I got 7 leaders here in Clarksville, Fort Campbell. We always look for leaders. So definitely if you would like to be a leader and learn a little bit more, go to the page, teamrwb.org, or you can go to our Facebook page in Clarksville, Fort Campbell chapter. That's in Facebook, Team RWB, Clarksville, Fort Campbell chapter. And right there, you can send us a message and we would love to have you. One of my directors, right, I'm a communication director, which is recently, she had promoted to deputy chapter captain, which is Petra Rausch. She's taken the lead right now all the chapter to be able to take it to all the new fun adventures that we're going to keep having for the months.
I have to ask you, for Petra, again, being a female, is it important to have a female kind of in a role to, help the female veterans coming in?
So we like to have pretty much everybody's role.
Okay.
So definitely having a female, definitely having civilians, college students, active duty. So we would like to have pretty much everybody's input, because then we can see everybody's views and what everybody likes to participate. So, yeah.
Very nice. And I kind of want to talk a little bit about, the soldiers when they go to get out, how hard that transition can be. Because again, sometimes you have that excitement of, again, you've done your time, you've served your country, and now it's time to move on. But there's a lot that comes with that. And sometimes it's not noticed until, unfortunately, you've left.
Yeah. So, going through the process not too long ago, I've been retired since 2018. There is that transition period when you're supposed to be worrying about the transition, taking care of everything. Through times and through experience, it's an excitement because, it's the next chapter of your life. It's a little bit different when you retire because there's some different briefings you have to go. But when you separated from the military, let's say you only did a few years, you didn't do 20 years. So it is same thing, some steps. Sometimes we are rushing, and I can see it to some of my old soldiers that I used to have. They're rushes to get out because they're worrying about the TA-50, the equipment, but we miss some of these important meetings that are going to help you when you get out. And they realize that after they get out, they are like, oh man, I should have paid attention to the education briefing. I should have paid attention to, my life insurance briefing, things like that. So we, and a lot of the organization here, we can help out to the point of contact with somebody that's actually going to help you. It's not going to try to charge you for information that should be given, free for you, because this is like a veteran community. So in that aspect, we can help out to the soldier, because that puts a stress. They're like, oh my God, I missed that briefing, and you got kids, a spouse. So we'll be able to come in with experience because we've been here, we went through it, and we'll be like, hey man, no worries. We can get you to the right place, talk to the right people that literally are looking for the best interest for that member.
I love that. Before you leave us, I would love for you to share kind of your background in the military with those watching.
Okay, so I did almost 23 years in the service. I was at the Army. I retired as a first sergeant here in Fort Campbell. Served many different units. I've been in Europe, many positions, and definitely enjoy it. I enjoy serving. Something that's being to my family. I did 7 combat deployments, so with that came a lot of stressors, experience, and also life learning. So I've seen the worst that humanity can do. I also seen the best at that aspect. So having all that purpose training, when I got out, I was like, also on my aspect, it's like, okay, what am I going to do next? I didn't need to go to a job right away. I set up my retirement and planning through some mentorship that I had when I get out. So that's what I'm trying to give back to some of the soldiers, that you can do it. You can retire, you can have a second chapter in your life, but let's do it right. And, everybody's life is a little bit different, but some of the people can help you that had done it before. So the experience come along, and definitely we should have mentors that can give you some pointers on how to do some of the stuff.
Thank you for sharing all this with us. Any final thoughts or anything else before you leave us today?
Definitely appreciate you to be able to put our name on there. So, and we would love to have you guys. So it's many organizations here in Clarksville, Fort Campbell. It's a very veteran-friendly community. Team Red, White, and Blue is another opportunity for you guys to be able to connect, to give back, to get something back as well. In this wonderful group of people that we live together, veterans, civilians, college students. Let's come together to do wonderful things for this town, and at the same time, have fun, because that's what it comes all about.
Wonderful. And your website once more?
Yeah, teamrwb.org.
Thank you so much. Jimmy Wiesner, Tennessee State Coordinator and Chapter Captain at Team RWB, Clarksville, Fort Campbell. We appreciate you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Stefanie. Thank you.
Stick with us here on Mornings on Main Street. We have more coming up in a couple of minutes.
At Delta Dental of Tennessee, we know our success begins and ends with providing superior quality service, and that includes serving those who need it most. This year, we're celebrating 25 years of giving back to the community we call home. Delta Dental, along with our Smile 180 Foundation, supports Tennessee's dental colleges and oral health education, children's hospitals, free and reduced cost dental clinics, and other like-minded charities. Here's to the next 25 plus years of ensuring healthy smiles.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
Nashville's Nutcracker returns to TPAC this December, presented by Nashville Ballet. This holiday season, audiences will journey with Clara and the Nutcracker Prince through Nashville's history and the land of sweets. Tickets at NashvilleBallet.com.
This holiday season, the largest lantern festival in the country returns to Nashville Zoo. Experience more than 1,000 all-new, handcrafted lanterns, towering creatures, magical worlds, and a North Pole village. At the center of it all, the Smashville Ice Rink. Welcome back to Zoolumination at Nashville Zoo. Bigger, brighter, and better than ever.
Welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. It is time for one of my favorites. It's our Let's Eat segment with reporter and food columnist Catherine Mayhew. She takes us to a spot where you can find some delicious noodles, hot pot, bubble tea, and more. I'm talking ChangHong Hot Pot. Catherine, always great to see you.
Good to see you too.
Thank you. So how great is this location? I'm a fan of everything I see on their menu.
You know, it is an oddest place to me. It's in a strip shopping center in Franklin, and it is an absolutely authentic Chinese hot pot restaurant with other things on the menu, but hot pot is really their focus.
What makes it authentic or such a place with authenticity?
So to me, first of all, hot pot there's not very many places that do it in the whole Nashville area. And the idea is there is a broth and you pick the broth you want, anything from completely not spicy like a mushroom broth all the way up to nuclear. And then you pick the ingredients that go in it. And at ChangHong, there's two ways to have it. One is to let them pick the ingredients, and it comes to you, the hot pot is boiling, and all the ingredients are before you. And if you can identify 5 out of the 20, you're doing good.
Oh,
to me, that ends up being authentic.
Okay. And you go to so many different restaurants. We've had hot pot places before. Where does this rank among, I guess, the ones that you've visited already?
I like it the best, actually, because the other option is you pick your broth, and then you go to a sort of a buffet, and you pick your own ingredients out of tons of things. And everything's labeled. So, and some of them, again, are completely identifiable. You know what a scallop is. You know what a shrimp is. Excuse me. You know what an oyster is. And some of them have things that I have never had before. I didn't know exactly what a fish ball was. I couldn't probably tell you what lotus root is supposed to taste like, or tofu skin. Things like that. So it's fun. You can take a lot of what you like and maybe a few things that you're not sure about. And at the very end, you pick your noodle, and it could be anything from wide rice noodles to something really familiar like ramen. Who doesn't know what ramen are, right?
Right.
Studied, at 4 a.m. in college knows what ramen is.
True.
And then you try to eat it with chopsticks, and you're not successful, and they will give you a fork. Nobody in there speaks English. Which is, again, to me, a real attraction. You look around you when you eat, and, everybody doesn't look like you. That's an attraction.
Yeah.
And it's just absolutely delicious. You can, eat an entire giant bowl of hot pot and leave not feeling bloated.
Thanks for being here with us for Mornings on Main Street for this Monday. Have a wonderful rest of your day. We look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock.